Hello, everyone. Welcome back on our Level AI platform and our Level AI big and crazy actually world where all the AI innovators and developers are ready to build together with AI as with new cutting edge technology. So, welcome everyone today on our stream. And as you all know, today is the winner announcement of OpenAI Stack Hack, our biggest so far event with more than 7,000 participants. And we are so happy to have you all here, guys, and actually to have our winners, our finalists, and actually winners together today with us. So today also with me, Pavel and Matthias, who are founders of New Native, the father company of LabLab. They will later on briefly go through our vision and missions and actually uh, say all kind of great words to you. And I will just remind quickly that during the OpenAI hack stack, you were kind of fighting and actually building because we all driven by the technology, but we also had our prize pool, which was pretty amazing for this time. So first place, our winner will receive $5,000 cash prize, $10,000 in a credits package, and the most important thing, it's a spot in Slingshot early stage acceleration program. Also, the second place will get $3,000 cash prize and third one $1,000 cash prize. But it's not all because I will pass my word to actually Pavel and Matthias, and they will tell you about us a bit more about Level AI and actually about Slingshot, which is, I would say, a cherry on the cake. So, welcome on the stage, Pavel and Matthias. Happy to have you here. How are you doing today?
We're good. Thank you, Lisa, for doing such a great job inviting everybody to join the stream. So I hope that everybody that's watching us, everybody that's going to join, um, will enjoy today. First of all, we wanted to just say that we're super thankful for the interest. 7,500 people joining the hack, and lots of great submissions. I think everybody is a winner that submitted a project, regardless of it's in the final or it's not in the final. There were so many high quality submissions that we were effectively spending a whole week just going through everything, making sure that we review every submission and that we can determine which ones are the best. We judge based on use of technology, originality, presentation style, and business value. Um, so it's an extremely hard choice, and I just wanted everybody to know that you are creating tremendous use cases, but we can't pick everybody. Um, yeah. So, Matthias, do you want to say a few words as well?
No, I just agree with what you just said. It's amazing that so many people did join this one and build with the OpenAI stack. Yeah, and a lot of really interesting submissions and a lot of projects I hope to see continue on beyond this.
Yeah. We hope that what I just wanted to add is that even if you're not in the final, or you don't win, you're still welcome to apply to the Slingshot project. Just go to the LabLab Discord, find the Slingshot channel, and you can find a link there to fill out a form. And we will go through a selection process effectively every week and select new people to join the program. The program is growing. We start with 5 companies. Now it's grown into, I think, 8 or almost 10. And then as time goes by, we hope that we will be able to support, 10, maybe even 20, maybe more companies per month. So we provide you with all of the necessary support for you to be able to build from the prototype on LabLab into a production environment. And yeah, I think, there's some rules this time around because it's usually free for all. So this time around, we're going to have some rules. So 5 minutes maximum to answer and ask questions by the mentors. I also wanted to welcome mentors for the first time to the judging panel. So we have Dimitria, we have Erwin, we have Theodoras, and yeah, I think that's it, right? Correct? Or did I miss anybody from the mentor side? No. Good. Great, guys. So yeah, and mentors in general get a lot of credit. Basically, the street credit and the respect that they deserve. So we will actually listen to the questions, I hope, from all of the mentors, and we will then all together, all of us, will pick the winners. Prizes are super exciting. It's $10,000 overall in the prize pool, and all of the prizes, everything is funded actually by ourselves. So it's actually we're supporting everything directly just because we loved it so much. And the prizes were not even included. We added them in the end because there were so many cool people there. So we're super excited to see your projects now.
Yeah, thanks, Pavel, and thanks, Matthias, for such a lovely introduction and actually making it all super, super clear for all of us and actually for all people watching and all people being with us. That's really amazing to have mentors with us today and all of the teams. And it's such a great opportunity. And together with like a slingshot program, this acceleration, it's like you really don't have a choice because lights will not go down after the hackathon will end. You will have your chance to kind of improve all the time, and we will be there for you to help you do this. So I think we are ready to jump into actually the presentation of teams. As Pavel mentioned, you will have a limited time answering questions. So to save time and actually to be more kind of clear and productive, you're going to have a presentation of a teams, and we will have time for few questions 3 to 5 minutes. Every team will have to answer their questions, and then we will be jumping from team to team. So today we are going to have 7 teams presenting with us. And the first one to go is an application Mira created by Deep Dream team. This is an app which provides really fully digital kind of package for people. So it can provide different range of services, including the creation of logo, ads, can be used on social media platform, and in general saves a lot of time and actually energy for creative people who are working on social media and not only. So let's see an application Mira and then welcome on a stage Deep Dream team.
We are Deep Dream, consisting of a bunch of big dreamers. We're going to present to you our product, Mira. At Mira, we believe that every business deserves access to the best advertising tools and strategies available. Can you imagine that starting or running a business is very challenging because we need to reach our users and customers? And yep, one of the most difficult things would be creating advertisement, especially marketing video. Most of business owners, especially in small enterprises, have suffered this. They don't have enough time in advertising as well as having a budget in the first place. 4 million business owners worldwide have similar problems, which can lead to $2 billion in market size. But don't worry, we have a solution for you.
Are you in the market for a new home or looking to sell your current property? Look no further than our property sales business. We specialize in connecting buyers with their dream homes and helping sellers get top dollar for their properties.
How does our app work? Overall, we take in text or voice input from the user and output marketing videos, logos, social media ads, and website code. With one simple prompt, the user is able to have these outputs that make up a comprehensive and coherent digital marketing package. Under the hood, the raw prompt of the text and voice input are prompt engineered in different ways to feed into the 4th generation streams that output code, social media ads, video, and logo, respectively. We used Codex, GPT-3, and DALL-E for website code generation, DALL-E and GPT-3 for ads, GPT-3, Midjourney, DALL-E, Didi, and Deepfake for the video, and GPT-3, Midjourney, and DALL-E for the logo. This is our architecture. As you can see, we leveraged the Render Cloud platform and Docker to host our application. For the front end, we utilized React, while for the back end, we employed Flask in combination with Node.js. We used Redis for the time being, and we will save the prompts and the generated assets to the Redis server, and then we can have a slider for the user to click the prompt and see an instant example. This will save us calling the API. This architecture enables us to deliver AI generation content efficiently and quickly to the users. We have created a great innovation that can disrupt traditional advertisement. Our product can compete against the competitors from ads, video production companies, and advertising agencies. We will maintain the top market leader by focusing on cost savings and efficiency. We can make your business improve return of investment by increasing 20% in conversion rate. We can also help you generate videos 6 times faster compared to traditional methods. Now, we are excited to unveil our go-to-market strategy for Mira. As you already know, our product is designed to revolutionize the advertising industry. We are focusing on 3 key pillars: customer acquisition, retention, and growth. To realize this, we plan to have 4 phases of product development. At first, we will do research until we can launch the MVPs. After that, we will focus to expand the product as well as the team and partners. We will continuously grow as a startup and increase our revenue streams with subscription basis and pay-per-use model. In the future, we will focus on targeting new audience by offering other AI generation tools in marketing and product areas, which are marketing automation tools, content creation tools, product design tools, and digital marketing consulting. This can lead to $146 billion in follow-on target addressable market. We are proud to have a diverse and highly skilled team working to bring our vision to life. We come from a range of backgrounds and bring a wealth of experience and expertise to the table. We are here to solve your problems in creating marketing advertisement. We're here for you. Mira, your AI-powered marketing partner. Thank you.
I would say this is super inspiring. And today we have the Deep Dream team with us together. So we have also Jovan, Saleb, Georgie, and all of you guys stay here with us. So as we had our rules, Pavel, Matthias, our mentors, Dmitry, Erwin, Theodorus, you can ask your questions, and I hope the team will answer.
Okay, I'll get it.
I will just
Matthias,
I will just start to say super impressive stuff and super impressive how you mix those different technologies together. That's from my side. So go on with the questions.
No, my question is, what's the distribution strategy? Like, did you guys think about how will you reach customers specifically? What would you do to find the initial first customers?
So hello all of you, thank you for having us. So I think if we manage to get this money, we have some marketing money. So we're using the money by marketing our app, to send it to people and watch it. So we'll have a free tier for people that using that, and then we'll having a marketing to having all of that sharing on the social media stuff, so people can have a look at it.
Okay, so pretty standard, but I would say that there's some ideas that you should explore. Yeah, definitely just having people try it and be able to export the initial findings and do the initial first campaign for free, for example, right? Could be a very good one. And obviously you need to get it to a more production ready state. But yeah, good. Erwin, Dimitri, Theodoros, any more questions?
So I was just curious about like the field in general, because I don't know much about the competitors. And I saw in the presentation, it kind of had like a graph of competitors. So how was your application? How did your project stand out from those competitors? Because I don't know much about them.
So as you can see, like making marketing videos is like it's costs some money and time, and like all our competitors is like it's just like a robot or avatar that like talking about this stuff, and like we plan to go with that to like the next space, because like we're using deepfake, we're using the all of the generative AI technology to have like a video that is so real, that's like maybe like a movie or something. So I think like we'll be like beating our competitors, because like we know that technology.
Thanks.
Any more questions to this team?
Okay. What was the challenging element? Because the architecture is quite impressive, right? So who was responsible by the for designing the backend architecture and connectors, and connecting all of the different APIs, and how's that process look like? How did you design it? What tools did you use specifically?
So in the current time, we having like the login in and the login out. So it's like saving the user data in an OGS server, and all the backend was done using Flask. It's like some light library. We use we leverage the APIs of OpenAI's models, and that all of that was like setting on an endpoints. And we have like the front end guys, so any text that was put into the prompts was sent to the backend server on Flask, and it was processed. There is a lot of engineering to the prompts, and this prompts was then like sent back to the server to handle it. Also, like the Redis cache was built on the backend server. So all of that was connecting using just like, yet so simple. It's simple for an MVP. So it's just like some APIs that was like that we will just like composing these APIs.
I would just like to add to this, like the main problem was not just making the architecture itself. We like kind of like approached it like in the standard way. So we used REST architecture, which is like the widest architecture that's used nowadays. But the biggest problem is actually like the time zones. Like that's the never-ending problem, because the arranging when we should meet, when we should speak, like, and I would just like to add, because nobody's going to say this. I would just like to say like big thanks to the mentors who were always out there for us. Like I think the people should like appreciate their time, considering like they've been helping us from the very beginning and start. So big thank you all to the mentors. I appreciate your work. And about the architecture, like I said, like we did a lot. We tried our best to make like a distributive app that's not like fully overloaded on the backend or database itself. We just like split it into two backends, and I think that's about it.
Yeah, I would thanks the team for their presentation and answering all the questions. And as we do have this time limit, we are going to jump right now to the second team, which is already with us. So thanks again for answers. Yeah, and actually the name of next team is pretty controversial, I would say, but the application they did is a game changer, and the application is called My Torch. So I think we can just go to the presentation directly.
Hi everyone, welcome to a presentation of our team. Currently, I am a student at a university and I have to read many documents and books to search for the necessary information to solve my homework or do my project. I found that it is very time-consuming and frustrating for me and other people who have to face up with many documents every day. Therefore, we introduce MyTouch, the revolutionary of document interaction.
The model does not summarize the contents of the website, but learns of the user's reading behavior and selects relevant information that the user only cares about. From our generated content, for now on our demo, we'll be only limiting to a small percent of the website. We can select out small pieces of sentences in each paragraph to expand upon, to further understand the material, and to cross-reference the generated data to ensure accuracy and avoid AI hallucinations. Through these combined efforts, we have reduced the time and effort it takes to read large pieces of content and create a hands-free, mouse-only interface to personalize the reading experience.
Here is some features in our app. User-friendly interface, help people have a deeper understanding, time-saving, trustworthy, increase the motivation for the readers, and have long-term memory AI. Let me walk you through how our app works. We have decided to go through a series of complex operations to enhance the user's experiences. To begin with, the user can upload a document which the app will process by extracting the data and embedding vectors. These vectors are then used for semantic search in the Redis vector database. Once we have this information, we combine it with prepared prompts to call GPT-3 API, which helps generate personalized documents. Here's the exciting part. The user can interact with the generated document. This means that the system can update the document and provide more information that the user needs. The app also collects the data on the user's interface to adapt and improve the user's experiences in the future. Overall, our app uses a combination of intelligence, processing, and user interaction to provide personalized and adaptive content for our users. We have chosen Redis because it has reduced the input token to GPT-3 and detect the user's focus more accurately. We also take advantage of GPT-3's explaining, rephrasing, and information extraction capabilities to enhance the user's experience. Our business model is focused on providing value to our customer segments, which includes students, teachers, educators, and researchers. These are people who interact with documents on a daily basis, and we believe that MyTouch can help their lives easier and more productive. To generate revenue, we offer a monthly subscription for only $2 that provides access to premium features and services. This includes advantage of search options, unlimited document uploads, and personalized support. We believe that this pricing strategy is competitive and affordable for our target customers. In addition, we plan to cooperate with documentation platforms such as cloud storage platform, document management system. All these elements of our business model are designed to meet the needs of our customer segments and provide value to them. We are committed to continuously improving our apps and our business model to better serve our users. In the future, we plan to integrate MyTouch with other platforms, such as reading devices like Kindle and Kobo, as well as popular web services like Google and Firefox. We will also focus on improving the algorithm to provide more accurately and intuitively user experience. Our goal is to make MyTouch the go-to app for document interaction. In addition, we will be developing more accessibility features to ensure that anyone can use MyTouch regardless of their abilities or limitations. All these future developments are based on the needs of our user, and we will continue to see their feedback and input as we move forward. That is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your Lab AI for organizing this hackathon.
So today was us, my Dutch team, and they are, I think, ready for all questions from our mentors and our founders. So guys, feel free right now to ask your questions.
Okay, so yeah, great use of technology. Love the presentation. Can Can you tell us more about how the information is selected that goes into the reinforcement database, right? I'm keen to understand which elements are you selecting and how did you come to select those specific elements that go and personalize the document? You're muted.
Okay. This is an interesting question about our system. We will collect the topics of the knowledge from the users. When users try to expand more information about a topic, uh, the system can recognize which topic they want to see more or want to understand more, and from then the system can recommend the information that is suitable for users. And for some topic that user don't care about, uh, the system will try to summary those, and so that user can focus on the suitable information. Can you hear me well? I think
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah. No, we could hear you. That was clear. And so any questions, guys?
Yeah, I have a question. How does the app like balance personalization with privacy concerns? Like what steps does it take to protect our data, the users' data?
Mostly we just collect what you interact with the document. For example, for the app flowchart, maybe how this works. First, you can input the document into it. Then we just try to understand what you want to understand in the document. For example, some part of the document about computer science, and you click on the keyword in there, and you want to expand more about the information about that, and we just collect that. Or you want to know more about computer science, so that we only collect the topic, but we don't collect the document. It is still keep the privacy.
Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that answer.
Some more questions from mentor side. Paul, maybe you have something to add?
Sure. So what are you expecting other than the personalized learning market, right? Because there's a heavy push there. But what other use cases do you see for the reinforcement of specific personal behaviors, reinforcement of specific personal patterns of um, data that consumers basically get access to?
Let me think a little bit.
So maybe I wasn't clear. So other than the learning aspect, yeah, what are other use cases of such a system that learns about your personal preference in consuming information?
About so we mostly the target customer are the educators and researchers. So we can call the academic people. We want to focus more on the document interaction, not just only learning, but you want to read the document, and you want to find the necessary information you want. You can use our app and come there. Uh, uh, it will learn your learning style, or reading style, and the information will be suitable for you. The app can reply that.
Yeah.
And Yeah, so as you can see here that document interaction right now is not very modern, so we want to create a revolution of document interaction by doing that.
Okay. So yeah, clear for me. Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for your answers and questions. And I guess our time is flying super fast. So we're ready right now to jump to next team. Thanks again, My Torch, for your work and for being with us right now. Now you're going to jump to another voice channel, so don't be scared. And next team is coming. So right now the stage is for Marsmail, an AI-powered email assistant that helps actually non-English speakers to make their email kind of life in business way much more easier. So right now we have Marsmail application for you presenting.
Hi, my name is Aiden. I'm the team lead of Endless Hacker. We are building Marsmail. As a non-native English speaker, I am constantly struggling with writing high-quality email responses with foreigners. So based on our interviews, almost 80% of our interviewees, they felt dissatisfied with their current email writing process. They fear of incorrect grammar in emails, and they felt time-consuming to generate unique content for the same kind of client and same kind of topics. And lastly, they felt difficulty to convey idea effectively and clearly. So take Emma as an example. Emma is a fulfillment specialist at a major toy manufacturing company. She regularly contacts clients to coordinate shipment issues. One of his biggest challenges would be to apologize for shipment delays. And as a non-native English speaker, she struggles to come up with those lines every time with the same clients. Introducing Marsmail. Marsmail is an AI-powered bilingual email assistant for non-native English speakers. We have three key points. The first one is that we are a native browser extension that integrated with Gmail for a seamless user experience. And secondly, we have a very user-friendly chatbot interface for easy communications. And lastly, but not least, our GPT model has been fine-tuned for the bilingual use case. That means you can enter your Chinese prompt or your Japanese prompt into our toolkits, and then we will generate the very accurate and high-quality English content for you. Here is our current progress, is the email extension, and we are building our next version, which is still email extension, but in the form of a chatbot. That means we are going to use the chatbot to acquire the information for you to generate the content accurate email for you. The target market actually is quite large. So for Taiwan's market alone, it would be around 1.2 billion. And the total addressable market size for the East Asia would over 3 billion. And it's a very strong competition within these email replying sections. So we have other competitors like Jasper and Ali. But we managed to differentiate ourselves from a few points. First of all, we have Gmail integrations, make it really easy for our users to reply and compose new email. And secondly, our model is fine-tuned for the bilingual use case, make it a lot better for the users from the East Asia. And thirdly, we have introduced chatbot experience to make our user feel extra easy to use our chatbots or our services. Our future works would be mainly 3 points. The first one is that we want to add another BERT model into our software to make it able to acquire, to extract questions from those emails and to ask the right question to our users to acquire all those information to form the accurate email for our users. So in a nutshell, in the future, you don't have to enter in prompt by yourself because we are going to ask you the problem. And secondly, we are going to implement our chat bar experience. And lastly, we're going to expand to the other application and use case more than just Gmail. And here's our team. My name is Aiden. We have awesome teammates, Andy and Ruru. So here it is. We are Marsmail. We want to enhance productivity and your joy. Thank you.
So thanks, Mersmail, for their presentations. And right now is the time for questions. So mentors, Paul, Matthias, feel free to ask Aiden or Mersmail team.
Also, Erwin, Dimitri, and Theodoros, maybe you guys want to start. Do you have any questions?
Sure. So I actually did have a question. I was curious how easy it was to integrate for Gmail, and did you ever look towards like Outlook or other like email supporting browsers?
Yes, that's a really good question. So for now, we do only integrate it with Gmail, and for now, there are a few libraries to help us to do that. So it's quite easy for us. And in the future, we are not just planning to integrate it into Outlook. We are also thinking about maybe we can integrate with other CRM tools like Hotspots or other platforms to make it easier to use for the professional users.
Thank you.
And my question is about the multilingual approach. So how effective do you see the multilingual approach in real time? And what were the main challenges kind of switching between the languages and the back end behind it?
Yeah, so John, let me just clarify the question. So the first one is about the speed and effectiveness of the multi-language model.
That's right.
So for now, we are just testing using our fine-tuned model. So it's like takes 3 minutes maximum to generate a response from the prompt and the email receives. And for now, it's like still have a little bit glitch. For example, like it might use the wrong perspective from the email. But for now, we are trying to fix that issues, and we receive lots of good feedbacks from our real users. They think it can apply to their workflow, and it helps their work by a lot. And talking to the backend, for now, it's just a very simple Firebase host backend. So for now, it's like super simple MVP stage. But in the future, I think it will be a lot more complex because we do tended to introduce BERT model to make it into AI system because we are planning to bring more AI functionalities to this project later. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
clear.
Oh, I have an answer. Have you tried it like on a non-English speaking person, the application, or not yet?
Do you mean have you tried to use non-English speaking person to use our product?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, those people are the main users of our product right now. So for now, I sent these links to a few our friends to test and use our product. So like one of our users, he's like working in a manufacturing company. So he can only speak Chinese, but he have to deal with tons of clients overseas. So she really feels like that our products kind of useful for his work.
I also have a question. How hard was it fine-tuning the model, and how hard would you think that it will be to like fine-tune your model to have some other languages than Eastern Europe, Eastern Asian? Do you think it would be hard to like implement it on like worldwide languages or something? I mean, you get my point.
Yes, and that's a good one. So I think the most important task I'm thinking right now is that how can we collecting all kinds of data to fine-tuning the model, but also also remain to do the to help our data can be private for our clients. So for now, we are only focusing on the East Asia countries. So it's like Japan, Taiwan, and Korea. So we tend to focus on this market only because for now it's like a really huge market, and if we can do it well, then it's already a huge market to incubate a unicorn company. And how hard it is, I think the most, yeah, just like I mentioned, is well, the most hard part is about to decide the data pipeline to make sure we can gathering useful information, but still help our data to remain privacy for our clients, because since they are all enterprise and clients, that means they are extra cautious about their data privacy.
Yeah, because this can be delicate information that they're sending to potential like pricing information, workflow, manufacturing, deadlines, timelines, delivery schedules, stuff like that, right? So I completely understand that. So final question is, do you guys, you seem like you want to continue with this project. So do you already have a plan? You already have users. So are you already starting to get this out into the market?
That's a good one. So I think if we want to make this project a success, we need to make it more deeply integrated into our customers' workflow. So for now, I have been doing tons of user interview, and I find out a few viable options. So for now, like the first one is about the personalized marketing. They are event curators. They have to send tons of email to the very important persons. But those person, you have to attract those person by their preference. So maybe you can help them by sending a personalized email to each one of those VIPs. And the second scenario is about to help the professionals to manage their cross-channel contacts. For example, like the email, the WhatsApp, the Telegram, and so on and so forth. We can help them to manage the contacts from all across those channels and to help them follow up with those contacts. So yeah, we are still trying to find a more integrated way to provide value to our customer, because for now, like the email kind of GPT application is quite crowded. So we want to find a more niche and more integrated way to provide value. But once we are ready, well, we will go to market. Yeah.
Very cool. We're out of time, but very good answers. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thanks, Aidan, for all the answers. And right now we're jumping to another project, another really cool application, a really innovative solutions for all job seekers. So welcome on the stage, CV Genie.
When looking for a job, on average, a person must apply to 25 vacancies per week to get a single call. The complete process can take up to 6 months. This is because the resume is not well adapted to the particularity of each vacancy. We are fighting against unemployment in Latin America, and that's why we have created CV Genie, a product with AI developed at Hunty. We are a Colombian employability startup where we help people find their dream job. CV Genie is an assistant that automates the process of tailoring resumes to specific job openings. Our product uses the latest technologies to make the process quick and easy, providing users with a persuasive resume that increases their chances of getting hired by recruiters. I am Francisco Camacho, CTO and co-founder of Hunty, and in the last year we understood what people suffer when applying for a job. In the process of helping more than 4,000 people in Colombia and Mexico, we now realize that AI is the tool that can help us scale the way we help job seekers to millions of people around the world. We know these resumes must go through an ATS filtering process. CV Genie was designed to overcome these filters by adjusting the same information to the best CV possible. So let's see how this works. First, you need our token to be able to make requests to the API. Now you can upload your CV or you can write directly your responsibilities. We are going to use this feature. I have this model CV. This is anonymous, obviously. So I'm going to load it into our API. And now, let's see. That's right. So now we have the different responsibilities for the different jobs this person has or had in their job story. So now I'm going to choose the first one, and I can see here the responsibilities that I selected. And now I can choose a vacancy to which I'm going to adapt the responsibilities. So here I have this vacancy on LinkedIn for a key account executive. Let's see, this looks like the desired responsibilities or required. I'm going to paste them here. And now I can just read the default initial instruction, which is please identify the keywords of the vacancy and improve the wording of the responsibilities for a resume by making use of those keywords identified in the vacancy. I can have a preview of the complete prompt or instruction that I'm sending to ChatGPT API, which looks like this. Okay, so it looks good. Now I'm going to submit it, and let's see how the response is going to look like. Okay, so yeah, I have the keywords that I wanted, and now I have the improved wording of the responsibilities of my own CV so that it is going to fit better to the vacancy that I'm looking for. And that's it. I can then add additional instructions like give me the responsibilities in Spanish, and I'm just going to submit it. And we are preserving the prior messages of the conversation. So this basically works in the same way as if I'm using the OpenAI ChatGPT frontend, right? And there it goes. We have the same responsibilities, improved writing, and now in Spanish for my Spanish CV. That's it. We believe that CV Genie is the answer to the time-consuming process of tailoring resumes to job openings. We hope that you are as excited about our product as we are, and we look forward to seeing what the future holds for CV Genie. Thank you for watching.
So we have today Sparta Hunty team together with us, creators of Severini Genie. So yeah, I hope you're open for your questions. So guys, feel free to ask.
So first of all, great to see people from all around the world joining us. So super cool to have you, and it's light outside where you are, which is pretty cool. So if I understand correctly, you already had a startup and you're already running software, and you decided to come to the event and build a specific add-on that would add advanced functionality. So I would love to understand what brought you, first of all, to the process of creating a functionality for an existing product or extending that product through this kind of AI innovation hackathon, and then kind of how did the result end up, and are you going to go into production with this?
That's a great question. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I can tell you that today we are a startup that we have already thousands of users monthly that we help. And we have a service that already has market fit. We have a model that is successful, and we have a lot of people here in this region. The problem is that our model does not escalate with the people we have. So we started thinking on how to use artificial intelligence-based tools to boost the abilities or the moral help or boost whatever it is that they are doing to our job seekers of our mentors, to help more people and do more scalable our business model. So you can think of us as a sort of a marketplace where we connect job seekers with mentors. These mentors, in a personalized way, help people through the entire job application process and help them get a better job and so on. But the process is very manual. So there are a lot of things that these mentors spend time on, and we just decided to start using AI tools to see how we can accelerate this process of the mentors helping our job seekers, or even our job seekers doing some parts by themselves with the help of tools like ChatGPT. So CV Genie represents like the tip of the iceberg of maybe some things that we would like to add to our digital platform that we already have to help boost our business model.
Yeah, very cool. Any other questions, guys? Maybe somebody else as well?
I have a question. For this field, where on your website for additional requests, what else can you do besides translating this transcript to Spanish, for example?
You can ask anything that you can already ask on the chat GPT, because this is funny because on Wednesday, on that week of the hackathon, I know you guys heard that OpenAI released the chat GPT API. So that very same day, we had to refactor the backend to use the ChatGPT API, and the product already uses the ChatGPT API. So anything that you can ask to ChatGPT, you can already ask it to CV Genie. So I know that the example it was very restricted, but you can, well, the limit is the sky, you know?
And do you personalize the structure of the application of the CV as well? Meaning, that you have a specific job opening and you have a profile of a candidate, and you can restructure the application to fit a specific job opening, right? So before, this process was done manually, if I understand, and now you're using ChatGPT and AI effectively to restructure that whole process into a fully AI process.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were looking for. I know that we maybe need an improvement in the UI, because we were looking through, for example, you have the PDF or your CV rendered on the website, and as you were speaking to this ChatGPT assistant specialized in job tailoring CVs, you are going to be able to see the changes real time. That's what we were aiming to at the beginning of the hackathon, but honestly, we couldn't spend the entire week working on that. But that's what we are looking for. So that's our plans for the future. And yeah.
All right. And final question. So did you bring your own team? So basically your whole team was people from your existing startup?
Yeah, a couple of 5 people from our startup were working on this already.
Okay, great.
Can I ask
all
something?
questions from me? Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, like this is also a question for before you use the ChatGPT, but also now. It's like, can you ensure that the resumes generated by the CV Genie are not biased toward a certain demographic?
That's a very good question. We have not thought about it because we were focusing only on testing within the use cases that we already have for the different processes, and we tried different use cases for job positions that we have here in the region, and CV templates that people already use here in Colombia. So I don't have an answer for that. That's a really good question. The thing is that we started thinking on the product focus on the user base we already have, and we are sure it already works for them, but we don't know if, for example, someone from other country or other region, if they try to use the tool, well, we will have to see how to calibrate or, fine tune the tool for that. Yeah.
All right, I'm okay with that answer. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this, right? Is to try new things, experiment, and very quickly create new solutions, then go to market, test them out, and come back with like, okay, we need to make this less biased, or we need to make this more flexible, and so on and so on. So great effort. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next team. We're over time.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next team, Report Cruncher, and actually it's a financial analysis platform which designed to simplify financial reports. And right now we're going to see their presentation.
Let's go. In today's fast-paced world, making sound financial decisions is more important than ever. That's why the team behind Report Cruncher has developed a cutting-edge solution that simplifies financial reports for retail investors. The team behind Report Cruncher is composed of talented individuals from 6 different countries spread across 5 time zones. Our goal is to simplify financial reports for retail investors, providing them with the tools and insights they need to succeed in the stock market. Report Launcher solves a big problem for retail investors by simplifying financial reports and providing powerful insights to machine learning. This empowers them to make informed decisions and achieve success in the stock market. Our platform simplifies financial reports, and our advanced technology enables us to provide users with easy-to-understand financial data, allowing them to quickly identify the most important information in a report. By simplifying and streamlining the analysis process, we are able to save retail investors time and resources while also providing them with powerful insights and recommendations. With Report Cruncher, we aim to level the playing field for retail investors, giving them the same level of access to financial information and expertise as big shot investor firms. Here, you can see a financial analysis, a financial statement, and the complexity it has, while here we will see a demo of Report Cruncher. First, we upload a PDF file containing a financial report of Alphabet, one of the largest tech companies in the world. We press Crunch it, and we wait for Report Crunchers to process the file, which takes just a few seconds. Once it's done, the platform returns a summary of the report in a user-friendly format, making it easy for everyone to understand the key takeaways. Now, let's try asking some questions regarding this report. Let's say, tell me about the company. This year. Instantly, Report Cruncher answers with the financial of the alphabet. Let's ask how many billion did alphabet take? A perfect answer. And last, we can ask what was the company's net income for a year. Then, within less than a second, Report Crunchers provides us with the answer. So, as you can see, Report Cruncher is a powerful platform that provides retail investors with a simplified and streamlined approach to financial analysis. To build Report Cruncher, we leverage some of the best tools and technologies in the industry. We fine-tuned the GPT-3 Curie model using the ECT sum dataset for the highest compression ratio. We have some ideas on the subscription model that you can see and details on our target audience. We're excited about what's next for Report Cruncher. The feature we are going to work on is chain prompts, a series of prompts that build on each other to produce a final summary. This will give our users more in-depth analysis and a more comprehensive understanding of the financial reports they're analyzing. Additionally, with sufficient funding, we plan to fine-tune the Da Vinci model to get even better results. With these updates, we aim to be the go-to platform for retail investors to make informed investment decisions and achieve success in the stock market. Thank you all for watching our demo, and we look forward for answering any questions you may have.
And now we are back here, and yeah, I hope the team is ready for the questions. So, Dmitry, Theodoros, Pavel, feel free to ask.
Oh, I'll go first. So definitely something that I would use just to kind of sink my teeth into, what is what's happening in the financial element of the company. But um, how did you go about combining information coming from both Excel and traditional PDF documents and different data sources? So, how does that exactly work? What are the mechanisms that allow you to pull data from multiple sources right now?
Right, perhaps I can take over in that. So, yeah, first of all, thank you for the question. So, perhaps to answer briefly about this, we're actually have the fine-tuned GPT, so GPT-3, so that basically we feed it up with information that based on data, financial data that's coming from Excel sheet and coming up from basically different formats. And we're trying to get some good accuracy based on that. So as you know, GPT is not really well known for numbers, but we're trying to get best out of how we can basically combine all these fields together to provide some good answer out of it. So perhaps to answer this briefly, we used some data sets. So basically, CTC data set for to be able to train GPT or fine tune it to be able to understand all the numbers that are in this Excel sheet and give a context or clear answer out of context from it. So I hope this answers your questions.
I mean, kind of. I would love to understand more later on as well, right, about that. And then final question from me, hopefully more people will have questions, is you said 5 time zones, 6 different people. So did you guys know each other before the event at all? Or did you just pull the team together? And if so, where did the idea come from?
All right. Basically, we didn't know each other's. Actually, that was our first time to get there. I also personally contacted the teams to see if there is a free room, so I jumped in as well. So and others as well. Basically, we had a big challenge as well. We have different time zones, and we try to do our best to meet up in the basically in the time where everyone fits. Definitely, there was a huge sacrifice from everyone to be there and to join. But yeah, so far it's been really great, and I think shout out to the team, and they made it so far to this stage. And for the idea, basically we just posted up like 10 ideas, and we try to argue against them and see which one is better, defining the time we have in the hackathon. So, and then we went with the final report. Yes.
So, Erwin, Theodoros, Dimitri.
I
any
have
more
a
questions?
question. If no one wants to.
No, go
Can
ahead.
your project, sorry, can your projects make like predictions for the future of the company you're researching for?
That's a good question, but that's a really biased question. So I think it's really hard to make production for what's going on in the future, because that could be some effects on what someone at the company that we're trying to predict into. So the production has to be really 100% accurate, otherwise it could be lead to some other issues. So for this use case, we're aiming really more into basically provide financial data to be much easier than just charts and numbers for the users, for regular users. So this is our use case for now. Yes.
Thank you.
And are you guys planning? Yes, please go ahead.
Oh, yeah, thank you. My question is, what steps like the team is taking to ensure that the platform is user friendly and accessible to any kind of investors? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we're lean UX UI. We're lean into that position. So the steps is basically trying to find what are the most lean and most easy way that for the user can interact with our customer. So we had to basically test it through our different people. They haven't yet used the platform, and trying to see, okay, how this will be for them easy to step on it, and then basically process all the documents they have. And basically so far been great, but we actually wanted to make it more user-friendly and focus on that because I think this is also important that they can navigate in the app. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think we are good for now. I mean, with the questions. So thanks the team and thanks our mentors both for the questions. And we are ready to jump to the next team, which is going to help you to take kind of the challenge of managing finances, and it's financial advisor by Horror's team. So let's welcome them on the stage.
Greetings, we are Oros, and this is our presentation on our product for this year OpenAI Hackathon, Financial Advisor. Before diving into the details, I'll tell you a bit about our background. We are a group of college students from University of Science in Vietnam. We consist of 4 members with Nguyễn Xuân Hiếu as our leader, Đỗ Khải Hưng and Nguyễn Hải Trứng are my teammates, and I am Huỳnh Long, who is presenting right now. We wanted to tackle the question of how can one make out the best of their money. Unless you're unimaginably rich, reasonable spending is not an avoidable problem for most people. For low-income households, spending the right amount of money equals a stable life. The problem with reasonable spending is the fluctuation of market prices caused by economic downturn, political conflict, inflation, and the pandemic. Also, the influx of products by many different providers and distracting and tempting advertisement of unnecessary products, and also the overall cost of energy and effort. So how can our product help you optimize your budget? I'll leave that to my friend Trứng.
Thank you, Long. To make the best out of our money, our solution is an artificial intelligence consultant that can give you financial advice on what you buy and how much you should spend on it. It is made with the fine-tuned GPT-3 models to give you the best possible results. Our product provides an excellent solution to the problem of optimizing money. With financial advisor, we can give you the more reasonable choice while also save your time on market research, help you plan your spending while taking your and the world's economic status into account. Here is a demonstration of what our product is capable of.
This is the interface of our app. We are on the first feature called Best Choices, which is a utility that can help me choose the best products or a list of products I can buy. I'm in the mood for some food right now, so I'll write that in. I can spend around 700k on it. Bát Hóa Xanh is a famous food chain in Vietnam. I want my food to be low on calories and maybe nutritious. I'll submit it, and you can see the AI is loading my suggestions. Interesting choices. They seem nice, reasonable, a bit over the budget. Let's move on to the second feature, plan spending, which can help me divide my budget into different categories. I'm currently a college student in Ho Chi Minh City. I think I can afford to spend 2 million for this month on food, a little bit of shopping, and commuting. Food, I would want vegan and low fat. A new pair of shoes is nice. For commuting, I think I'll be fine with a bus or a bike. And here I get my suggestions. Isn't that amazing? Let's head back to Job.
As you can see, here is our business model. We follow a subscription-based model that offers multiple plans to different targets with new exciting features to come. We, ours, try to make an impact on the world. Our solution aims to improve our users' life quality, financial stability, and revolutionize the way us humans spend money. And that concludes our presentation on Financial Advisor, our AI solution. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for the presenting. I hope the team is ready for answering the questions by Mentor. And personally, I would just add that I would love to use the application because it's really nice to manage your finances in the right direction. So guys, mentors and Paul, do you have any questions to the team?
Yeah. So great project, great impact project. I think huge market in retailers, in shopping, shopping retailers. But what are the next killer features? Because I have like a bunch of them in my head immediately, but I would love to hear you kind of what are the next killer features on the roadmap here that you would implement if you would.
We have some ideas, but we think about integration with banking services so that user can manage their finances via their own banks and can know what they have left and use it accordingly and wisely. So one of the things we have in mind.
I think that's a great one. I would add, think about recipe builders, because when you select the food, then you can very quickly do a schedule, like a 30-day plan, and for each day, plan a different meal. So use these ingredients to create 30 different ideas for meals according to my diet in this budget. And then you have the full chain from shop to belly, I would say. But overall, I think it's a great idea. It has billions of people potentially would use this right every day. So great. My other question, and I'll let other people ask questions then. How do you scrape data from the store? I was wondering about that. Like, how did you manage to? Because that's the crucial bit here, right? Getting the store to know exactly what are the food items, what are the amounts, what's the weight, what's the nutrition value, right? And so on, because then you need to prompt it into your selection, or maybe you used a different approach.
Yeah. Yeah. To prepare our trending data, we did use a trick that we use the response that created by the attributed tree model itself to train it. But we did the trick we create more than we need, and then we manually look at a single answer and select the best answer. And we did we spent a lot of time to make a good prompt that will create a good answer with detail, and we look into the single answer manually to find the best one, maybe and we correct it, maybe make it more correct and more detailed in explain, and we show more than 200 which is suggested by the documentation of OpenAI, and we use this data for fine-tune our model. Basically, we fine-tune two models for these two features in the demo video.
Okay, yeah, I get it. So the next step would be to connect to a big retail store, yeah, that would allow you to pull in the nutrition data, the grammature, the sizes of the boxes and everything, and the prices, and then dynamically serve the menu, let's say, or the selection based on the store data, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Any other questions, guys?
I have a question. In your presentation, you've made a model named team where you noted that you have an option of team of 10. Can you explain to me how that would work, considering the present video presentation you've shown us so far? You're muted.
That's actually an old business model we came up, and we now have a better plan. We intend to offer subscription services to users and different tier of subscription. So we don't do the individual team in enterprise model anymore.
Would you share the data you have with the 10 people you're sharing this model with, or how does that work?
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Correct me if I'm wrong. A team of 10 is suggesting that 10 people are sharing this model, or is it something else?
We don't use that team anymore, but originally it was intended to be like a family sharing plan where a group of users can manage finances together, usually a project, user inside a project or something like that, that they would want to manage their funds and budgets.
Yeah, the family pack sounds awesome though, so that could be a
Yeah,
future.
I agree completely, Dimitri. Yeah, like a family pack, right? Where you basically select how many people in the family, what's the budget for the whole family. Yeah, you give that input, and then I think that's a killer feature. Anybody else? Erwin, any more questions? Theodorus?
I have a question. My question is it's also about kind of the future, but also works now. Is what the metrics will you use to measure the success of your solution?
Well, I think probably we will expect our amount of user at the metric from user because in the first stage I think user is the best user. If we have user, we will have everything else in this industry. I think so. So users is our best choice.
Yeah, okay, I accept that answer.
Okay, so the time is flying again, and thanks the team for the answers. I think you're ready to jump to the next team, which is actually an application which provides personalized, engaging, and effective learning experience to people worldwide. So welcome to stage Ucademy, by Ucademy team.
Hello everyone. Today I want to introduce you to Ucademy, a revolutionary platform that has the potential to transform the learning industry. Our mission is to provide personalized, engaging, and effective learning experiences to people around the world, using the latest technology in AI and the science of learning. We understand that every learner is unique, with different interests, backgrounds, and learning styles. That's why we have developed a platform that adapts to each user's individual needs, creating personalized and engaging learning experiences. Our platform uses OpenAIs and Google APIs to generate narrated slideshows that answer the user's questions, complete with relevant images and bullet points. If the user needs more help, they can ask follow-up questions, which generates an even more personalized and engaging experience. Research has shown that visual aids such as slide decks can significantly increase the student engagement and interest in learning. In fact, a recent study found that 95% of students believe that slide deck presentations create interest in learning. By incorporating narrated slideshows with relevant images and bullet points, Ucademy leverages the power of visual aids to create engaging and personalized learning experiences for every user. The market for online education is massive, with an estimated global value of $319 billion in 2025. Our platform has the potential to disrupt this market by offering a more effective and personalized learning experience than traditional online courses. Our platform, therefore, offers a unique value proposition that sets us apart from the other online learning platforms such as Khan Academy, YouTube, and Udacity. In addition, to the individual user market, we want the opportunity to partner with educational institutions to provide our technology as an API. This will allow us to scale our impact and provide quality education to people with limited access to educational resources. We believe that Udemy will revolutionize the education industry by providing personalized, engaging, and effective learning experiences to people worldwide. To achieve this goal, we have planned several feature developments. Our upcoming implementation of practice testing will enable learners to assess their understanding of the material and track their progress. Additionally, we aim to generate entire courses automatically to provide specialized knowledge and address the issue of cost and accessibility. Furthermore, we see potential in Udemy for the entertainment industry and storytelling, as there is a growing demand for engaging and immersive content. We are committed to continuously improving Udemy and shaping the future of education. Now, I'll hand it over to Rick, who is going to give a demo of the platform.
Hi, this is Rick. I will give you a quick demo of the Udemy app. Here we can see an account being created. Note that we ask for a user's professional status so we can give them personalized slides. Also note that we ask for a user's language so that we can create slides in their native language. We support over 25 different languages. As a student, I want to know more about biology, so that's what I type in the prompt. Here the slides are being created. This should only take around 10 seconds. And the slides are done. Let's see them.
Welcome to the world of biology. Biology is the study of living organisms and their interactions with each other and the environment. There are many different fields of biology, including genetics, ecology, and microbiology.
The AI has created a fully personalized slide deck and is presenting it using a computer-generated voice. Let's quickly see the other slides the AI created. I will only play the first section of each slide.
Cells are the basic units of life. They are responsible for all the functions of an organism, including metabolism and reproduction. Genetics is the study of how traits are passed down from generation to generation. It involves the study of DNA, genes, and chromosomes. Evolution is the process by which species change over time. Ecology is the study of how organisms interact with each other and their environment.
During the presentation, the user can ask follow-up questions. The AI will then generate a new slide answering the question.
The food chain is a hierarchical sequence of organisms in an ecosystem.
As you can see, the AI perfectly answers the question. Let's see another Udemy feature. Here I am setting my language to Dutch. Next, I will ask for a presentation about a traditional Dutch food, stroopwafels, or stroopwafels. Since I just set my user's language to Dutch, the AI will generate the new presentation in Dutch.
Welkom bij deze presentatie over stroopwafels. In deze presentatie zullen we kijken naar de geschiedenis van stroopwafels, de belangrijkste ingrediënten en hoe stroopwafels worden gemaakt.
And that concludes the Udemy demo. We hope you liked it.
Thank you for your time, and we invite you to join us on this journey to revolutionize this online learning industry with Udemy.
So now we're back here with Udemy team, our mentors and founders, and I hope you guys are ready to answer all the questions. So Paul, probably you're first one to go.
Why am I always the first one?
I don't know. You seem like you're ready, but I see also Doris is, so it's nice.
Okay, somebody else now go first.
I can go, I guess. My question is, what impact does the Udemy, right, hope to have on the education industry?
First of all, thank you for having us. What we aim to do is to, right now, a lot of courses, like you have the courses, but all the students still need additional resources. Like I remember when I was in high school, I needed YouTube all the time. Now when I'm in university, we're even referenced to videos like that. And it's very hard to find fitting explanations that actually like help you. Everyone learns in a different way. Maybe the teacher teaches in a way that you don't understand. And the same goes with YouTube videos. I remember like scrolling through YouTube and Khan Academy for hours to find the approach that worked for me. And by automating that and tailoring it to the individual, and by allowing the individual to tell us when it isn't clear to them, we can take all that struggle away, and thereby save a lot of time and also make the learning of the individual more effective.
And
Thank you.
so, can you tell me a little bit about, because you're using a multimodal approach, and I want to understand what are the exact mechanics between the input and the output in terms of both creating the visual layer, so the graphical layer, and then the text layer and the audio layer, and how exactly do they correspond, because, and whether any of the images are all images generative AI images, or are they pulled? Is all content generative content, or is it pulled and directly presented, or is it all real-time synthesized? I'm asking this question connected to intellectual property rights as well, because if you generate everything on the fly, that's different. If you pull any information directly, that's different. So how is that done?
I hope everyone can hear me. So when you generate slides, first an API call is made to OpenAI, which will generate the entire presentation, the text of the presentation. So that would be the key points on the slides, as well as the transcript for what's being said during the presentation. Single API call, so everything is very nice and coherent. And then for the images and text, per slide, parallelized process of generating text. This is done using Google Text-to-Speech to create a computer-generated voice of its transcript. And the images, we actually have ChatGPT create image queries that we then query to the Google Image Search API, which, as you point out, does have like some copyright issues, which would definitely be worked out in like a production setting of this app. But for now, it results.
Yeah, you could potentially use Stable Diffusion or DALL-E to auto-generate specific images. It would require a lot of work to make them perfect for educational purposes, but I think you could do a lot of positive things there. Anybody else? Dimitri, Erwin?
What can you change on the slide that you've already made? Can you, in the text box that you've written a question for making a new slide, can you make it possible for the current slide to be changed in any way?
Currently, this does not exist, but it is definitely a possibility for sure. Currently, when you ask a follow-up question, it will just create an entirely new slide to answer that question.
Yeah, that's a good question. From the audience, just is, let's say you'd want to learn coding using this, and they're a beginner in Python, and they would ask a complex, they would ask, U Academy to break down complex questions and complex concepts. Yeah, so we would put in something from Python. And guys, by the way, you can just go into LabLab and you can try it. It's actually live. U Academy has a user interface layer. It has a notification layer. I tried it. I logged in. I played around, so everybody can do it. You can also vote publicly on all of the projects, by the way, if anybody doesn't know that yet. But yes, can you answer the question? Can you use this to break down complex issues into simplified issues?
Yes, we could, because as we know, we're using ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is also able to process the code, output code, and put that into several pieces. Right now, we were just focused. We, as every great hackathon, we started 2 days before the deadline, so we didn't have too much time beforehand. But we did talk about implementing the code. So, like the thing, ChatGPT outputs, we do it like per 3 lines. Provide the information, move on to the next 3 lines, explain what it is doing, which ChatGPT is already able to do using comments. So we can, like, comments for the code, so we can elaborate on that and then explain the code as well. It's not a big change to what we have now.
Okay, great. And so do you guys plan to continue with this project? Do you want to build it out further? Do you want to take it forward? Have you had any users already use it? Because I can see the authentication layer, the login layer, so it's already multi-tenant, right? Or you can have multiple users, sorry.
Yeah, we're definitely planning on continuing. The first meeting we have after the AI after this is actually tomorrow, so it goes straight into the rest. Um, we wanted to kind of refrain from getting users in the beginning, so we just like I sent it to some friends and to some family members, and we all did that. And we actually got a lot of very positive responses. And my sister often sends me videos of her using it for her high school work. Um, but after this, we are ready to like send it to everyone, and everyone can try it out.
Actually have a ton of backend improvements queued up that we have not deployed yet because we not fared to deploy them during hackathon, but they'll be live this evening.
Okay, great.
I
And
also
great.
have one more question if
Go
we
ahead.
have
Yes.
time.
Yes.
What happens if the information that the model provides is false, or the model can't answer a question? Is that a possibility?
So for us, there is a possibility that happens just like in ChatGPT. However, using user feedback, we plan to mitigate that just as ChatGPT does. So Pedro here is very good with data science and is experienced in that. So we plan to get user feedback on the slides. The most useful slides, we take those prompts and then we are able to store them and ask them again if the certain question is asked, or maybe even take whole slides. We have to think about that. So just as within every text generation model, that is a possibility, but we're trying to mitigate it this way.
That sounds great. Thank you.
And I would make a suggestion straight off. Connecting to a single source of truth. Yeah. So connecting to curriculum outlines, content, or specific books or open source data sources from Google or wherever else. And there are specific backends that you can already do that would limit hallucinations, right? So it would limit significantly the untruthful output that you can create. So we can take that conversation later, actually, if you guys want. All you have to do is go into LabLab, apply into Slingshot if you don't win, because I have no idea yet. And we can actually take you through that process directly, because I would like to see this succeed regardless, as all of the projects actually in the finals. I would love for all of the projects in the final to go to production.
Thank you so much. We'll
Yeah.
most definitely be in touch and work on that. That's incredible.
Yes, there's ways to fix this and make this product really, really good as well further. And it is already very good. Okay, enough of talking from my side. Next team, I know Lisa is like clock.
Yeah, I want to remind you about the time because it's again flying, even if it's such a pleasure, to have this pleasant kind of Q&A sessions. But we're going to have our last team today with us. It's Recommend AI team by actually show Scouter team. And this is the kind of real problem solver. So just watch their presentation and later on jump to their Q&A session.
Everyone, my name is Paolo, my partner is Ian, and for this hackathon we have implemented Recommend AI. It's a platform to show TV shows and movie recommendation made with AI. So the problem we try to address here is that the problem that have you ever spent like a considerable amount of time scrolling endlessly on your favorite streaming platform to decide which show to watch next? I guess you have in your life. And what about that feeling of emptiness, pervading your body when you finish a show that you love? And also, what about the intrusive thought asking yourself, like, what if I start a new show and I don't like it? Well, with this platform, we hope to fix all of these problems. So we've implemented through a client made with Python with ChatGPT that integrates with ChatGPT and a Fast API to create an API that the front end can consume. And the front end was built using Next.js and Tailwind with CSS. So how this works? This is basically an algorithm that show like how we can get like resonated recommendation from ChatGPT. So the user basically interacts with Recommend AI, picking some of his favorite show. Let's say that the user has some of his favorite show, and he would like to get like some show that could resonate with him based on this show. So then the platform asks ChatGPT, what are the reasons that makes those show good? Because we want to really understand like what kind of aspects of the show the user mostly loved. Then we get back the reason to the user, and we ask the user to pick, the reason that made him love those show. And then based on this data, we ask ChatGPT to give us back some movie and TV show recommendation based on the show that the user picked with the reason that he picked. So we basically have implemented an algorithm, to make recommendation. The future prospects for this are practically endless, because we could implement this algorithm for different topic, like for food, for drinks, for books, video games, museums, places to visit. I mean, the sky is the limit here. But I guess enough with the talk. Let's go and let's take a look to our website. Welcome back. This is the landing page for Recommend AI, and you can reach it at recommend-ai.vercel.app. So in this case, the user is gonna pick some of his favorite show, and here we have some basic show that are provided to us through the movie database API. So let's say I loved Creed 3, I can add it. I loved The Mandalorian, I can add it. But of course, the user is gonna search for the show that he liked most of the time. So let's say I love the Matrix, and I can add it. Let's say that I love Breaking Bad, and let's say that I love The Office. So we have a limit on the number of shows that the user can pick. That's 5. So if it's gonna pick more than 5, he's not gonna be allowed to do so. After that, we can go back here and see the show that we picked. So let's say that I made some mistake. I don't want The Office, for example. I can just remove it. And then we can go to the next page to get the reason why we like the show, to pick the reason why we like the show, and get our recommendation. So I can just click here, and and here we ask ChatGPT what make those movies good, and we get to pick the reason why we like that. So for example, I have this, the mix of adventure, for The Mandalorian, iconic cast for the Matrix, and complexity of morality and humanity, and thrilling and emotional journey. And then we have some filter we can choose for the recommendation that we get back. So let's say that I want some genres in particular that I want to get back. And in this case, I'm gonna leave it empty to get whatever genres ChatGPT wants, but I can definitely select those. And also we have a filter based on services that they are on, and let's say that I have just a bunch of services, so I want to filter also for those, and I can. After that, I'm just gonna leave it all to get the most amount of recommendation. We can just click on load recommendation, wait for around 30 seconds, and get back our recommendation. And here we have our recommendations. So we have some interesting information here, and basically probably the most important thing is the reason why you might like those shows. So based on the reason, ChatGPT comes up with a reason why you could like it. We have the overview, and we have also some links where we can directly click for the US and reach the streaming platform that's is gonna showcase the movie that we select, for example Blade Runner here. And that's pretty much it. So you can also load the new recommendation based on all the reasons that you provided before. And we also are completely mobile friendly. So we've implemented for your smartphone as well as your tablet. So it's been really fun implementing this. Hope you like the idea and the overall implementation. We look forward to implement more use cases for this recommendation algorithm, and that's gonna be it for us. Thank you.
So big thanks to Recommend AI team for their work. Unfortunately, they're not today here with us, but we really wanted to show you this project. And from our side, from our end, we are going to have a technical break right now. Actually, not a technical, but a break to have a decision around our winners together with Matthias, Pavel, and our mentors, Erwin, Dimitri, and Theodoros, who are today here with us. You can see them with me right now. We are going to have 5 minutes break, and meanwhile, go to our apps discovery, and you can already try demo versions of all the finalists you have seen today. So see you soon. We'll be back in 5 minutes. So, welcome back, everyone. After our not 5 minute break, we are finally back with all our participants here today for our finalists for OpenAI Stack Hack. And you can see we're a lot of people right now in different time zones. Everyone is so excited. And actually, after yeah, I mean, everyone, I guess, is so inspired as we are here. And I hope you all who are watching and waiting had a good chance to go and explore a bit more our AI apps sections and actually, yeah, explore more all of the applications which were mentioned today and not only. So together with our mentors, together with Pavel and Matthias, with Olesya and Nasty, who are supporting you during the events, and all of us, we were actually also looking at feedback on our platform and also on our voting system, which we implemented. And we came to the decision about our winner, about the second place and the third one. So I think it will be a good idea to actually start with the winner, with a project in which we see a real potential. And this project is for sure 100% invited to our Slingshot Early Stage Accelerator program. And this one is the winner team, is the team which created an application called Marsmail. So congratulations, guys.
Oh,
Aiden, are you
wow.
here?
Yeah, I'm here. Wow, I'm super excited because wow, it's like a wow, a huge moment for us and for our team. Thank you guys for choosing us, and we will definitely continue to develop these projects to bring more joy and to enhance the productivities to our vision. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for participating, Pavel.
I can't go on video because there's too many people, but that's fine. Um, yeah, guys, huge congrats. We see an instant go-to-market. We see a huge addressable market for this product. We have a lot of ideas how to help you, both in the development and in the go-to-market in the business side. So we will definitely want to talk to you as soon as possible and help you get going. Great application, great use of tech. Thank you for joining. And you are now the winners. You will receive $5,000 in cash, a $10,000 credit package, a spot in Slingshot that offers you access directly to technology providers, to model providers, to our mentors, to the go-to-market team, to a whole exoskeleton of services that include go-to-market strategy and go-to-market back end. So I think we will move very, very quickly from now. So huge congrats from the whole team.
Huge congrats. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, the team. Great work, actually, everyone. All you here are finalists, and all of you are worth a lot of, you did a lot of job, and definitely feel free to apply for our acceleration program. There is a special channel on LabLabAI server on Discord. Remember about that. So congrats again to winner, and we are going to announce. I'm going to announce actually second place, which is going to win 3,000 cash, also $5,000 in credits. And this team created an application called Ucademy. So congrats, guys. We're so happy to have you here, and great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're ecstatic. Like we said, we started 2 days in advance.
Thank you so much.
We created the team 3 days before the deadline, so we're really happy.
An amazing job was done. So
yeah, so guys, we love the energy, we love the approach. I think there's a lot of work to be done. So we would love to see you progress and build out further, add video, add a bunch of other stuff, more complexity, more simplification in the user interface. But overall, it's a very, very inspiring project. What we really like is the multi-model approach, right? So using multiple different models. What we really liked is the super simple user interface. We like the ability to interact further with the result of the work dynamically in real time and getting a feedback loop from the user. So that's also very important. And we will comment on every single project as well because they're super strong. So we will let you know after Lisa announces place number 3.
So the place number 3 and our prize is going to Project Mira and the team Deep Dream. Congratulations, guys. I hope you're here with us.
Wow. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, so Project Mira, again, multiple different models used, and we were very happy to see you basically go from to prompt chaining. Yeah, so that's a really good and model chaining good aspect. There's going to be a lot of challenges ahead, especially around generating perfectly usable brand images and getting that startup, let's say, package going. But we think that you can crack it, and you have the ability to do it. Now, just very quickly to comment on a few of the other projects. And again, I know that I'm not visible on camera, but hopefully that's okay. So we had a very hard time to select the winners. Actually, everybody, in our opinion, that submitted, but now everybody that's selected as a finalist is a winner. So we invite everybody to join Slingshot. Yeah, but the winners and the prizes go to the winners and the prizes. But we invite everybody to work with us further. Why? And I'll give you just just from starting with yeah, you can go to the next slide as well. But just to go around MyTorch. So MyTorch, we think that you have a lot of potential in the reinforcement learning using stored data information. So if you are able to crack that in the long term, and you're able to provide a truly personalized recommendation based on a large data set of feedback loops between the users and the documents, I think you will have a real winning combination there. It's just going to be a challenge to design the interface around that and to basically make sure that you are able to work with the models. CV Genie. So guys, first of all, great to have you and a whole team. We loved what we really loved is that you came with a service business and you came out as an AI company, right? So, and I don't, maybe that's not a completely true assessment because I don't know that much about your existing business, but it seemed that it was quite manual, and now there is huge potential to make it an AI-driven business. The thing that we found the challenge is the originality of the idea. So we know that there are far more advanced CD building applications using AI. But I think you have an extremely unique approach because you have a proprietary data set of what makes a great job application and a great fit, right? So if you want to try to build that out with us, we invite you to do so. It's like everything else, it's hard, but we're ready to support you. But there's a way to go. Report Cruncher. We felt that what was missing a lot was real-time data connection. So it's easy, kind of low-hanging fruit for you guys to go out and collect data of existing, what are the existing stock tickers, what are the existing financial information, what are the macro and micro economical data available there. Easy to pull in, right? On top of without doing predictions, but actually doing real-time assessment, because by the time the financial report comes out, you're already too late. So you need to use the financial report and you need to actually add real-time data to it. So again, happy to work on that together with you. Other than that, the team was great. The dynamic was great. Having pulled together a team during the hackathon, it's just such an effort, guys, that you pulled everything together from multiple time zones and you deliver on time, on requirement. We want to see that more and more. And this is true disruption, by the way. Yeah, Report Cruncher, true disruption. To be able to build a product and a project this way, it's really tremendous. Just the final comment. So, financial advisor, really great impact project. we would like to understand if you want to, again, work on this further and actually see this work on a real data set rather than on a synthetically generated GPT data set, right? It should be connected to at least a storefront, right? If not a database, and just basically the nutrition data, all of that data has to go in there, and then we would see that use case. And then recommend AI. We loved it. We will use it. Yeah. We don't know how to make it into a business at all, guys. Yeah. So I know you're not here, but the moment you figure out how to make it into a business, give us a call and we will work with you on that. But we will use it. I'll use it today, just after the stream, and I'll select the next thing to watch, actually. So I think, yeah, thank you to all the winners. Matthias, I don't know if you want to add anything while we're here.
Yeah, big congratulations to anyone that attended and submitted in the hackathon, and especially to everyone that are part of the finals here. Super high level overall from all the submissions, and I think most of the teams have something really good going on, and regardless of the slingshot or not, we would love to hear from you in the future and see how it turned out. But yeah, big congratulations to everyone, and really good work, and really impressive setups and infrastructure in many projects.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. This is the new way of building and operating software, and it's right in front of us, and we all have access to it, and we will all win as long as we continue to build cool stuff. So the act of creation is upon us. Something came out of nothing, and as I like to say, we'll see you next time, right? So thank you very much for the stream. There's new events coming up. So in 2 weeks, you are able to participate in the next event, and then 3 weeks later and 4 weeks later. So there's an event almost every week. Once again, huge congrats to the winners. And we will see more of you in the near future.
I just agree with all Paul said. So thanks again, guys, for joining us today and for building together with us. And see you soon on all our upcoming events.
Yeah. See you on lablab.ai.